Welcome, welcome back to In the Black Budget. Hey there, budget besties. It's me, Aisha, and I'm back. I'm just burning this cinnamon and rosemary smudge to bring in some peace, prosperity, and abundance into our space. Here and virtually. Finance abuse survivor. Put that over here. I am a finance abuse survivor. And I want to bring awareness to financial abuse and also how to rebuild after surviving. This is the place where we're going to break down complex financial concepts with easy to follow steps. Simple, like black and white. Seriously. So, you know what time it is. Let's go ahead and start with our money affirmations to activate our money mindset. I can build a complete financial foundation. Money can bring me comfort when I manage it well. I trust my judgment to make good financial decisions. These are three-part sayings. We thought it, we said it, we heard it. It's in the universe now. Process of creating a budget from scratch. What you're going to need is a notebook. I am a firm believer in pen and paper. Makes a heck of a difference when it comes to your mindset. You can use spreadsheets, you can use apps. I just don't know if it does for you that connection between mind, spirit, body, action. Like writing things down and actually touching paper, touching pens, highlighters. You're going to need that. So what we're going to need in order to start our budget from scratch are pay stubs or just your bank statements. I like to do bank statements because it has both my income and my expenses all in one already. Highlighters or different color pens. A notebook will suffice, or if you have a budget planner, you could do that, or a spreadsheet. But for today, we're just going to do some old school, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of situation. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. You'll be able to see what your income is. So let's go ahead. Start here. So I'll write this stuff down as we go through it. So step 1, income. How much money do we have to cover our expenses? You could do pay stubs or bank statements. 3 months. You could do 1 month, but you're not going to get, the full picture. You could do 2 months. You'll see some variables, but 3 months, you could see your patterns. What am I doing every single month? How much am I spending every single month? So 3 months is the goal, right? So after we get our income, we know how much money we have coming in each month. Step 2, list our expenses. All right. So you know what you pay on a monthly basis. You know what expenses every single month it comes due, like your rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, gas. any regular bills that come in, I want you to think of all of them. Anything that you really spend your money on. Variable expenses, entertainment, and dining. All right. So just think about this because that's what bank statements come into play to help you for step 3. So just think about where your money's going. Step 3, now we're going to categorize our spending. Now, this is going to be the aha moment. This is going to be the come to Jesus moment. I'm not going to lie to you. I went through this recently, and it makes you look at parts of yourself that you have been ignoring or you haven't focused much on. Where is your money going? And why is it going there? Why is it not staying here? Why is it not going there? What's going on? So this is some shadow work that I'm letting you know right now. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Okay. It is an emotional thing to look at, to see what you've been consciously or unconsciously doing with your money over the past 3 months. When you categorize, what worked for me is highlighters. Okay. So I have 5 highlighters here and I gave each of them a category. And I went through my bank statement and I went ahead and highlighted it based off of these. So first I have orange. And that was for debt. Okay. Orange was for debt. So that I highlighted all my credit card payments, loan payments, personal, student, as well as my mortgage. Also medical bills that I'm working on paying off, and then also taxes. So those are like more so like fixed costs. Like I know every single month my mortgage is going to be the same amount. I know every single month my minimum payment for my credit card is going to be the same amount. I know every single month my student loan payments are going to be the same amount. So fixed costs. So the difference between fixed and variable. Fixed costs are costs that stay the same for the duration of the uh, lifetime of the loan or lifetime of the debt. And then you also have, or fairly the same, because things change with interest rates. But then you also have variable spending. Variable expenses are things that go up and down based off of your use, based off of the contract, or just based off, well, basically based off of your use. All right. So the next category is, so this was orange is debt. The next one I used was blue for bills. Bills are things that I highlighted, it, such as my, subscriptions, utilities, water, electric, heat, internet. You can use this for cable. I don't have cable, but some people still have cable. Your security system premium, insurance premiums for a car. If you pay out of pocket for medical, dental, vision, that comes out of my paycheck because I have it through my employers, have group insurance. And then also life insurance. If you have a policy outside of work, you have to pay that on a monthly basis. So blue, bills. Next, pink. Pink I use for food. Food for groceries, eating out, variable expense. And I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most emotional one for me because, as I mentioned before, I'm trying to work on my fitness now, but going through the divorce and my life changing in a positive way, but it's still change. Change is going to affect you in different ways. It also made me realize that I was eating out a lot and not doing as much cooking, which I love to do, especially for myself and my children. And there was a lot of pink. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna share it with you. And then next, yellow. So yellow was just like variable expenses, things that were switching up, changing, things that didn't fall into the category of debt, bills, and food, clothing, household, hair care, nail care, clothing for the kids, ATM withdrawals for things that I had to spend money on. So that was what I used yellow for. And then lastly, green. I use green for like gas and like if you don't have a car, maybe like your transportation fare is something you can use this for. Or car maintenance, if you had to get some wheels or put that down. Anything had to do with your transportation. Car maintenance. If you Uber, you live in a large city, you Uber, use green to categorize that. So you're going to go through each month because we're doing this for 3-month statements, right? So month 1, month number 2, month number 3. So we're going to go through month 1, highlight everything orange for debt. Month 2, everything orange for debt. Month 1, blue, bills. Highlight everything blue that are bills. And I'm going to have all this broken down into the description as well. So just in case you can't remember or I'm talking too fast or something like that. And if I'm ever talking too fast or you want to know more than what I'm speaking about, or you like, I just need a few more things, can you break that down a little bit lower? Yes. Yes, I will break it down more for you. Just put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. So next, pink is food. Food, deliveries, pizza, groceries that I probably bought but didn't use because I didn't feel like cooking, and all those good things, like going through it. But very, very thankful to be out of that. So yellow. Yellow are variable expenses, things that do not categorize themselves as debt, bills, or food go into yellow. And once again, month 1, month 2, month 3. So then we're going to go through green. It's going to be gas or transportation, Ubers, whatever, car maintenance. You're going to highlight green. So I'm going to go through and just flip through so you guys can see what I'm talking about of what I did concerning my statements. So just quickly. Oop. Yeah, so look, I went ahead and highlighted every single thing for each of the 3 months. And it's a humbling moment. It really is, because you don't really be thinking about what you're doing with your money, until you got to sit back and look at what you did with your money. So I did that for the past 3 months, and altogether, it was something I had to sit and pray about, and just pray to God, spirit, ancestor, whatever you believe in, that is my past. That is my past, and I'm leaving it there. I'm learning from it. I'm building from it. But at this moment right now, there's no moment more powerful than now. Keep telling yourself that. There's no moment more powerful than now. Because I can make the decisions that this over here, my future, be totally opposite than what my past was. What my past was. So you go through month 1, highlight for each category, total it up. So what was my total debt payments for month 1? What were my total debt payments for month number 2? What were my total payments for month number 3? Bills total month 1. Bills total month 2. Bills total month 3. Food total month 1. Food total month 2. Food total month 3. Variable total month 1. Variable total month 2. Variable total month 3. Gas transportation total month 1. Gas transportation total month 2. Gas transportation total month 3. And the reason why we're getting these totals for each, because we're going to do an average. So our average is going to be month 1 orange plus month 2 orange plus Month 3, orange. You're going to get the total here. And then we're going to divide it by 3. It's going to give us our average spending for each category. We're going to have our average spending for debt, bills, food, variable, and then transportation. This will give us an understanding of what our patterns are when it comes to those 5 categories. Okay? Now, you could put them in a spreadsheet to calculate them, or you could write them in a notebook. And I personally did a spreadsheet to calculate it. It just went quicker for me. But if you want to write down each one here, you could do it, or you could just take your your statement, and just go through with your calculator. This, okay, that next pink, and go and do that. So once we get here, once you get to that moment where you get your average spending for the last 3 months, stay still. Reground yourself, because it's a humbling experience to see yourself. It's like doing some financial shadow work where you did not realize what you have been doing. But when you finally do realize it, you're kind of like, how did I get here? How did I get here? I thought I was doing good with my money. I was paying my bills and everything. Yeah, but you weren't investing back into you. So I'm just being transparent with you guys. That brought me down to my knees, and I just prayed to God to help me, give me the strength to make better decisions. So now that we're here, we're going to reground ourselves. And I want us to say, at this moment, when you get that average, say to yourself, my finances will improve. Let's say it again. My finances will improve. One more time, and I need you to say it from your chest. Say it from your chest. My finances will improve. Okay? We thought it, we said it, we heard it. It's out there in the universe. It's going to happen. Okay? At this moment, now we're talking, this is all the past now. Clean slate. Clean slate. At this moment, now we're going to look at the next steps. Having clear goals is going to help our budget have purpose and motivation to keep going. Now it is time to strengthen your money pimp hand. And I'm always going to say that because each dollar has to have a job. You go here, you go there. Stop. It's not your turn yet, but you will have a job. You stay here. I need you to build up on here. I need you to go. And after you start telling them, pimp hand strong. Right now, our pimp hand like this. I'm telling you, this is how I felt after doing that. After doing that average workout and going through my bank accounts, my pimp hand felt like, you remember, take my strong hand from a scary movie? That's
Help! Help!
Here. Oh, take my hand.
Ah!
Come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it. Take my hand.
Now here comes the fun part, creating our budget. Okay, so creating your budget is very simple equation. We're going to take our income that we looked at in step 1 minus our expenses. And if this number is positive, guess what? We're in the black. In the black. That means that we have our money is greater than our expenses. In the black. That is where we want to be. And that is how we want to stay, right? Now, on the contrary, because Maybe we haven't looked at things the way they should be looked at. If our income minus our expenses is negative, that means, now these are all corporate words, we are in the red. That means our income is less than our expenses. When we have situations like that, it's time to revisit this expenses and find areas here that we can cut back so that our income is greater than our expenses. But we don't want to be here in the red. We want to be here on track in the black. And as always, we don't work for hours each week to pay others first. Okay? Once you get to the place that you are in the black and you have excess money after your expenses have been paid, then we need to look at allocating this money to go different ways to serve us first. Always, always pay yourself first. So now we have figured out we are in the black, or if we're in the red, and don't worry, I'm going to show you ways to cut your expenses if you are in the red. I'm going to have a video out how we're going to trim some fat. That's what that's called. We're going to trim this fat down so it fits into our income. So now we went through the other steps to get us to where we are so we can have a full picture and have a come to Jesus moment. And then we're going to go to step 0. I'm not even saying step 1, step 0. Before anybody get paid, we are going to fund an emergency fund. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dave Ramsey, but I follow him a lot. He helped me so much when it comes to my finances back in the day. And his baby steps work. And they're very simple and easy. So what Dave always says is that you need to fund your emergency fund to at least $1,000. $1,000. And once you have that $1,000, because it's for in case stuff happens, because we know a case in case ish always does happen. So if we fund ourselves $1,000 to put that aside in the home in cash, once that's satisfied, now we could tell the rest of our profit where to go. So step 0, save $1,000. Whatever is left over after these expenses are paid, whatever left over here, we're going to allocate till we get to $1,000 and paying a minimum on everything else until we get to $1,000. Okay. Once we get to $1,000, and the only way we can get to that $1,000 is if we do the next step: track and adjust. So, how do you track your expenses? I like to do it with just a simple notebook. You can do a budget planner. I've created one. I can share that with you all. Or you could do a spreadsheet. All of them will work. We just need to track the money coming in and the money going out. That's all. We're tracking our spending and comparing it to our budget. Now, if you notice that you're overspending in certain categories, debt, my situation, food, variable, then it's time to adjust accordingly. And flexibility is key to be successful in any budget, and that's where cash stuffing comes into handy. That's where cash stuffing allows you to make decisions that allow you to stay within those categories that we have had in play. When you are cash stuffing, you know where every single dollar is going. You are paying strong, right? And you feel the money. You don't only see it, but you also feel where your money is going and when it's leaving versus swiping. You're just hoping to say approved. You're not even thinking about it. So this is how you start a beginner budget. Okay. This is budgeting 101. I'm going to do 102, 103, whatever you need to know. Please put in the comments and let me know what steps you need to have a little bit more of a review, or if you want me to do anything in addition to this, let me know. Budgeting for beginners is scary. Budgeting for people who are advanced or novice is still scary. And it takes time, because you have to remember that budgeting is a skill. You don't just master it the first time you try it. No, you master it over time. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace, because you have it. It's an uphill battle to change past behaviors that you probably weren't even aware of. Trauma with money is real. Trauma with money is real. And no one wants to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it here in the Black Budget. That's the only way we could do better, is if we heal. And we heal by changing our mindset, because that is so necessary to create a positive financial foundation. Now, if you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with somebody who could use a budgeting boost. And until next time, keep trying. Don't give up. Say your affirmations. Believe me, they work. You put it out, it comes back. And once you receive so much abundance, you're able to do for others the way that you have been able to do for yourself. To give is the most beautiful thing that you could do in life. To share is the most beautiful thing you could do in life. To teach is one of the most beautiful things you could do in life. We are out here trying to be positive in every way possible. So we're going to start with our money. So thanks for watching In the Black Budget. Believe you belong in the black. Believe you belong in the black. And we will get there together. We're going to get our finances together. Bye.